Dear students, today I am going to start The Snake and the Mirror, written by B. M. Bashir. This chapter is from Beehive. This is a very humorous and funny story written by the author. Here, the author describes the narrator's encounters with a snake. The author describes the feeling of humans' vanity and fear also. The author tells that how a doctor met the snake and how even in this situation he did not lose his funny behavior. The narrator of this story is homeopathy who had just started his medical practice. He lived in a small rented house which had no electric light. His earnings were too much low. One day after taking his meals, he returned to his room at 6 o'clock. The author says that the narrator of this story is a homeopathic doctor. He just started his medical practice, although he was not earning very much. But he was satisfied with his life. He was living in a rented room. When he came back at night after dinner, he found that there is no light in his house. It was a hot summer day. Suddenly he heard the familiar sound of rats. And as he entered his home, he heard sound of rats. Then he lighted the kerosene oil lamp. He took off his clothes and opened the window of the room. The rats moved freely along the beams. The narrator relaxed himself since it was very hot, so he opened the window of his room. The doctor could not sleep because of the hot weather. So to get fresh air, he went out to the veranda. When he returned to his room, he sat down on the chair. Since it was too hot, so the narrator could not sleep. Instead of sleeping, he just moved outside to get some fresh air. He opened a medical book on the table and tried to read the book. Soon after, he came back to his room and thought of reading a medical book. There was a kerosene lamp and a large mirror on the table. The doctor looked in the mirror. He was a bachelor and he was the admirer of beauty. So he wanted to look handsome. The narrator was the admirer of beauty. Although he was reading a medical book, but some other ideas were also coming into his mind. He wanted to make himself a very handsome person. He picked up a comb from the table and adjusted his hair. And at this moment, he combed his hair. He heard some sounds above. Then he looked closely at his face. He decided to shave daily and to grow a thin mustache to look handsome. Those familiar sounds were coming continuously. But the narrator did not bother about this. He was thinking about his beauty. He was thinking that he would keep a thin mustache and shave every day. Then he got up from the table and started walking up and down the room. After some time, he got up and started moving here and there. While he was walking, he thought of marrying some little doctor. She should have an established medical practice and plenty of money. He thought that she should be fat also because in case he ever made a silly mistake, she would find it difficult to chase and catch up with him. Again, the author tried to create a very humorous and funny situations in this paragraph also. At this, at this moment, the narrator is thinking of getting married with a fat girl. He also wanted to marry with a girl who had a good medical practice, and she must be a fat also. Why? If he would do any silly mistake, he could leave the place suddenly. He sat in the chair again in front of the table. All of a sudden, the sound from the above stopped. Then he heard a dull, heavy sound like that of a rubber tube falling on the ground. When he turned to look around, he was shocked to find a snake moving over the back of the chair. The snake landed on his shoulder slowly. Those familiar sounds were coming again and again. And all of a sudden, the narrator saw that, like a rubber tube, something fell on the ground. And as he moved back, he saw that there is a snake moving over the back of the chair. The snake landed on his shoulder slowly. Showing utmost presence of mind, the doctor neither jumped nor trembled or cried. He used his common sense because he knew that if he would have done any mistake, it may create a big problem for him. So he neither jumped nor trembled. The snake crawled along the shoulder and coiled around his left arm above the elbow. The hood of the snake was already spread and was hardly 3 or 4 inches from his face. The hood of the snake was just 3 or 4 inches from his face. He sat unmoved like a stone, holding his breath. Otherwise, mentally, he was quite alert and active. Although he was very frightened, but we can say that mentally he was silent, he was alert, and he was active. In this moment of crisis, he felt the great presence of God and started remembering God. And he felt some pain in his left arm because his left arm was devoid of all strength. Since there was a snake on his left arm, so he could not feel any strength. He thought that even a slight movement would provoke the snake to strike him. And at this situation, even a slight movement of the narrator would create a problem for his life. He had no medicine for a snake. And at this time also, he had no medicine. Suddenly the snake turned its head and saw its reflections in the mirror. All of a sudden, the snake saw its reflection in the mirror. It seems that the doctor and the snake were perhaps admiring its own beauty. In the meantime, the snake unwound itself from the doctor's arm and gradually moved down his lap. As the snake saw its reflections in the mirror, he started leaving the doctor's arm as it wanted to see its reflections clearly in front of the mirror. From there, it crept on the table and moved towards the mirror. And it went towards the mirror. The snake wanted to see its reflection in the mirror more closely and clearly. The doctor got an opportunity because the snake had left him. So the doctor got up from the chair. He quietly went out of the room and started running speedily. He ran and ran till he reached a friend's house. Surely, he left the place. He reached his friend's house. And after reaching there, he took bath, smeared oil all over his body. Again, the next morning, He went to his room to collect his things. To his surprise, a thief had stolen all his things except a dirty vest. There was no sign of a snake either. But when he reached his home, he found that there is nothing. A thief had taken everything, and there was no sign of snake. Thank you.